can sway to wake you me. Your hand away, break a thin seal. I kick your home, buying you dough. Keep fucking me low, and you set me up. Downside some flame, it's calling me you. Loudest in the night, with a door in this. Some kiss waves, your eyes holding mine, cut in hue, the music turns.
Well, happy Wednesday, and welcome to Dave's After Hours Trivia Club Live. Step inside the lounge, grab your drink of choice, and settle in. Here at Dave's After Dark, we stir up the memories, test your smarts, and maybe, just maybe, teach you something along the way. We do go live most Sundays and sometimes even on Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern and 4 p.m. Pacific Time. The doors swing open, the lights go low, and the trivia flows. Tonight's show is a little bit art, a little bit history, and all interactive game show. We've got 3 brand new countdowns rolled into one smooth late night challenge. While our robots quickly paint each scene, I serve up the clues, and you will take your best guesses as we move through tonight's 3 categories. First, we'll do the top 20 stand-up comics of all time. Next, we will do the top 20 heavy metal bands of all time. And then we'll close it out with the top 20 examples of ancient megalith construction. This isn't just a trivia show, it's a fast-paced gauntlet of art, memory, and mystery. Let's see how many you can guess before the brush finishes the final stroke. Be sure to check in down in the chat, say hello, throw out your guesses, or just hang with the rest of the crew. Good evening, everyone. I see Rhombus in the house. Yucky's in the house. Or is that Yake? And Arena's even in the house. That's nice. Anyway, I wanted to quickly mention our sponsor tonight. Have you ever heard of davidhansonart.com? They are indeed our sponsor. Anyway, what I've done is I've added a special category on my art site that I've had around for close to 15 years, I'd say. And I've added a category for Dave's After Dark. So a lot of our theme art, our cover art, and things will be up on my davidhansonart.com. And that'll be available for merch and artwork if you want to buy it anytime. So anyway, I just wanted to mention that, and we'll cover that again sometime down the road. All right, well, let's get it going. Let's fire up our first round. All right, you guys know the rules. The robots do the painting, you do the guessing, and I drop the clues. Let's play. And once again, the first round is going to be the top 20 stand-up comics of all time. So these go back in time a little bit, and the first couple are the most challenging because, 2019, most obscure, and they're both more contemporary. So number 20. His delivery was laid back, often punctuated by long pauses and sunglasses. He's known for one-liners that felt like shower thoughts with punchlines. He joked about escalators, donuts, and pickles, often all in the same set. He is a cult favorite who rarely did punch-down humor. He is famous for the line, "I used to do drugs." I still do, but I used to too. Does anybody know who this is? This is a little more obscure for sure. Anybody recognize it? I actually didn't know this guy too much. I mean, I had heard of him, but he's number 20. Well, I'll tell you, this guy's name is Mitch Hedberg, in case you might have heard of that now. Mitch Hedberg. Google that. He actually passed away, and that might be one reason the robots put him on the list. 1968 to 2005. Mitch Hedberg brought absurdity to everyday life. His surreal stoner logic punchlines still echo in comedy clubs and Twitter bios alike. There you go. Mitch Hedberg. Check it at number 20. Oh, Rhombus knew it. The internet's just a little slow, Rhombus. You knew it. There you go. All right, let's see if you know this one. This guy's still alive. He wears a hat kind of like me. This guy delivered jokes like he just woke up from a nap or a 10-year nap. The king of monotone, master of the deadpan. I'm not very good at the monotone and the deadpan. His jokes like philosophical riddles with a twist. Once said he spilled spot remover on his dog. Now he's gone. I'm gonna have to read these jokes. He is an Oscar winner for a short film. Anybody remember this guy? This guy has like long curly hair, and you can't really see it here. But he has a receding hairline if he doesn't wear his hat. And he has long curly hair, if that helps. He's an Oscar winner for a short film. I think this picture's a little deceiving, unfortunately. This is one of his looks. I think, some of these guys have multiple looks. This guy's name is Stephen Wright. Stephen Wright, does that sound familiar? Checking in at number 19. Stephen Wright turned minimalism into a comedic weapon, proving you don't need volume to drop a bomb. So he was kind of deadpan. All right, I bet you know this lady. Remember, this is all-time comics, so we're going to go back in time with a lot of these. She blazed trails for women with a blowtorch of sarcasm. She turned celebrity gossip into an art form. She was once banned from The Tonight Show. Actually, she got banned twice. Stuart's in the house. What's going on, Stuart? Did you guys like Joan Rivers? I mean, she used to be way back on the Johnny Carson show. I don't know if you guys ever saw her on the Johnny Carson show. Red carpet roast made her a fashion police icon. So that was kind of her second career, right? She came back with her daughter and did that fashion show, red carpet thing. Yeah, Joan Rivers, of course. You guys know. Let's see. What can I say about Joan? Joan passed away in 2014, so it's already been quite a while. Joan Rivers didn't just break the glass ceiling. She mocked it, bedazzled it, and sold it on QVC. That's right, at the very end of her career, she was on QVC. Yeah, good to see you, Stuart. Well, if you hang around, Stuart, I've got that bonus round for you. Hopefully you can hang around. All right, number 17. Oh, now I've seen this guy. I've seen him in person in Vegas. Second row table. I was glad I was in the second row. Everyone was fair game. Celebrities, audiences, even presidents. In fact, I might have been wearing a hat like this. we dressed up. You paid to be insulted and loved every minute of it. He was nicknamed Mr. Warmth, ironically, of course. He was a regular in Frank Sinatra's Rat Pack circles. You know who this is. I've seen him live. He made roast legendary long before Comedy Central. Oh, he is hilarious. Yes, Stuart, you're correct. Oh man, he could do the deadpan roast, right? Deadpan roast. Don Rickles. Don Rickles proved that insult comedy could be an art form, as long as it was delivered with a twinkle in your eye and a smirk on your lips. Funny guy, Don Rickles. We go back in time with these top 20 stand-up comics of all time. We're doing stand-up comics of all time. And so similar age category of all these guys. Oh, another favorite. This gentleman claimed he got no respect. I get no respect. I get no respect. He made a career out of it. His self-deprecation was his superpower. He is known for sweating profusely and always adjusting his tie. I hope you remember that. He's always adjusted his tie. He started Caddyshack and Back to School. He had a second career basically as a movie star. After Caddyshack, he got numerous parts. He was actually in Natural Born Killers. I don't know if you remember that. Kind of a cameo role. When I was born, the doctor slapped my mother. He had a lot of the self-deprecation humor. Hilarious. Correct, Stuart. You probably had that answer 10 minutes ago, but the internet's a little slow. Oh, Rodney Dangerfield is correct. Rodney Dangerfield turned his own misery into your joy. One hilarious, groan-worthy gag at a time. Rodney Dangerfield. All right, another fan favorite here. A little more contemporary. This gentleman felt like 5 comedians trapped in one caffeinated body. Not sure it was caffeine. Truth be told. Could turn a single line into an entire sketch. He starred in the Mork and Mindy TV show after improvising a whole alien. Oh, he did stand-up, Shakespeare, Disney, and serious drama. He did it all. His brain moved faster than most people's internet. Yeah, that's easy to say around here. Yes, you guys both know. And yes, R.I.P. for sure. Robin Williams. So I actually lived very close to Robin Williams once too. He had a vacation home in St. George, Utah, actually, Ivins, Utah, out in the Red Rock country. Beautiful house on the golf course. Robin Williams. Robin Williams defined kinetic comedy, showing the world that stand-up could be equal parts heart, chaos, and genius. Yes, indeed. Robin Williams. All right. Number 14. Going back, about as far back as we go. This is a comedy partner of a lady named Gracie Allen on stage and in real life. He smoked cigars like they were part of his anatomy. He revived his career in his 80s. He started a movie called Oh God, as God himself. You guys remember how old he lived to? How old was George Burns when he passed? You guys remember that? He did joke about living to 110, but not quite. Close. I guess he lived to 100. Unless you know for sure that it's 101, then the robots will stand corrected. George Burns made time laugh with him, bringing vaudeville charm, and century-spanning wit to every joke. Kind of cool dates he lived to. 1896. He was born in 1896 and passed in 1996. So there you go. That's 100 years, I guess. Or it could be 101. I think you're right. It could be 101. Elena, what's going on? Good to see you. We are doing stand-up comics of all time. And we went way back in time for George Burns there at number 12. Number 13, I think you guys will know this guy. He built a sitcom empire on nothing. He obsessed with breakfast cereal and airplane food. Hi, Shitu! What's going on? Say goodnight, Gracie! Gang's getting all here. Clean, observational, and relentlessly relatable. What's the deal with? Became a catchphrase. Yeah. Of course. Stuart, I guess you got it first. Everybody knows. His show ended on his terms. Rare for TV. Yes, indeed. Jerry Seinfeld. He was born in 1954. And, of course, he's still with us today. That's nice. Jerry Seinfeld proved the everyday can be hysterical, especially if you're willing to overthink it just the right amount. Yes, that was hard to read. Yes, I should too. I knew you meant Jerry Seinfeld, not Sarah Silverman. I knew you meant that. Okay, I also saw this guy live. I saw him once again, probably wore one of these hats. I saw him in San Francisco, and it was the night after I bartended for a frat party that was a gangster theme. This guy played the banjo. He wore a fake arrow through his head. He brought absurdity humor to sold-out stadiums. From wild and crazy guy to respected actor and writer. Yeah, I saw him in downtown San Francisco at a small joint. Old, I forget the name of it, but old comedy and music, like a blues kind of place. Yeah, it was cool. Very cool. He was a master of physical comedy and highbrow wit. The Jerk wasn't just a movie title, it was a brand. Kind of like me. There you go. Well, I should too. I guess you got that one first. Everybody else gets it too, but Steve Martin, of course. Very good. Steve Martin made the silly sublime and made intellect feel hilariously unserious. There you go. All right, now this next one, I know the picture's going to be a little tricky, but you'll get it. All right. He took over SNL in its darkest era and made it shine. He brought SNL back. He was raw, delirious, and in red leather often, although not here. He did impressions and characters like a one-man movie. He starred in Coming to America, Beverly Hills Cop, and more. Correct. Let's see. I should have got it first, I think. Stuart, Ramos, very good. He did, let's see. He starred in Coming, I don't remember we talked about that. He made being 22 and famous look effortless. That's right. He was very young when he had all that success on Saturday Night Live. That was cool, though, because then he basically was able to retire. And now he's, I don't know. I heard he's kind of making a comeback. Anybody else hear that? I don't know. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see. Eddie Murphy, of course. Or he was only born in 1961. Yeah, 1961. Eddie Murphy electrified the 80s, turning raw talent into legendary status before most people finished college. Yeah, he was young. Eddie Murphy. All right, let's do the top 10 now. Here we go. Let's go back a little, but this guy's well known for being one of the best stand-up comics ever. His comedy got him arrested. Literally. He tackled taboo topics before anyone dared. We're talking late 50s, early 60s. He inspired free speech battles in comedy. Before Andrew Dice Clay. Before Andrew Dice Clay, for sure. He called himself a sick comic before it was cool. He paved the path for boundary pushers like Carlin. This is the guy who paved the path for Carlin. Who remembers? One of the oldest stand-up comics who used to get arrested often, and it was always about, free speech battles. He definitely was the first to break a lot of barriers. Anybody remember? Going once. Going twice. This is Mr. Lenny Bruce. Lenny Bruce. Born in 1925 and unfortunately passed fairly early in 1966. Lenny Bruce was the patron saint of controversial comedy, proving laughter could also provoke, question, and ignite change. Lenny Bruce. There you go. All right. Let's do number 9. A little more contemporary with this one. Madow's in the house. Madow would have known that Lenny Bruce one. Number 9. You know this guy. His comedy cuts deep and smart. He became a voice of race and class with surgical timing. From Saturday Night Live to HBO, every set was quotable. Bring the pain, change the game. I don't remember him saying that. Bring the pain. He wrote, he directed, and he roasted like a king. Very good. Yeah, we know Madow's in the house now, don't we? He takes a slap well too, right? He could take a slap. Yes, Chris Rock is correct. Chris Rock. Chris Rock brings brain and bite to every punchline, making the personal, political, and the political hilarious. There he is. Chris Rock. All right. You know all of these. You know all of them. Number 8. His life was the act. Raw, real, and riotous. He flipped trauma into punchlines with devastating precision. He influenced everyone who picked up a mic after 1975. He once set himself on fire, and then he made a bit out of it. Correct. Thank you, Stuart. I should say not. Got it first. From Live on Sunset Strip to Brewster's Millions. I didn't like the movie Brewster's Millions, but I loved Richard Pryor. Richard Pryor was the truth teller in chief of stand-up. He was fearless, flawed, and funnier than anyone had a right to be. You guys all remember the story about him lighting himself on fire doing what was he doing? He was freebasing cocaine. That's what he was doing. And he set himself on fire. Bummer. Came back from that though, and then he put it in his back. Nice. All right, number 7 coming up. Top 7 now. Top 7 stand-up comedians of all time. This guy's great. Witty guy. They tried to cancel this guy. Couldn't do it. He walked away from $50 million deals twice. He mixed philosophy and comedy with precision. His show created skits still quoted 20 years later. Very good. You guys recognize him right away? Couldn't be my clues. But now you got it first, I think. Known for dropping the mic and the truth. I don't remember this bit, but I'm Rick James, bitch. I'm Rick James, bitch. Dave Chappelle is correct. Dave Chappelle turned stand-up into spoken word protests and cultural mirror. One brilliant, uncomfortable laugh at a time. Yeah, a little edgy, he's the kind of the thinking man's stand-up comic. Dave Chappelle. All right, he checks in at number 7 on our top stand-up comics of all time. All right, we're down to the top 6. Now, this guy didn't become super famous, but among comics themselves, he's known to be the best. Interesting. And he had a lot of controversy with censorship and stuff too. This guy pushed the boundaries till the envelope shredded. He saw consumerism, politics, and religion all as punchline targets. He could make a fart joke sound like philosophy. He once was banned from Letterman. Then he was later, after he died, Letterman honored him. So nice. Stuart, very good. Very good. Very good. A cult hero of intellectual rebellion. I know Joe Rogan talks about him all the time. Yeah. And yeah, all those guys. Bill Hicks wasn't just funny, he was dangerous in the best and most necessary way. Very cool. Man, it'd be great to visit Austin, Texas and go to Joe Rogan's comedy club. Now that would be something. That would be fun. He's got a lot of good guys working there. All right. This next one's kind of an interesting pick at number 5, but he was a great comic. This gentleman dominated stages and airwaves with storytelling charm. His albums defined comedy in the 60s and 70s. That's right, he was the first one to be super successful with comedy albums. Fat Albert and The Cosby Show shaped generations. He's known for family-friendly sets and dad sweaters. Very good. I think Rambus got it first. Bedell, yeah, he looks just like Alex Jones, doesn't he? Bill Hicks? Or Alex Jones looks like Bill Hicks? Yeah. They live in Austin, so there you go. Yes, Bill Cosby is correct. Influence acknowledged despite well-known later controversies. Well-known later controversies. Bill Cosby. Born in 1937 and still with us today, I believe. Cosby's early work reshaped stand-up, proving you could bring a crowd to tears of laughter with just a story and a smirk. Yeah, he checks in at number 5. Yeah, we don't ban anyone around here, Stuart. Sorry. We're irreverent. We're irreverent around here. We acknowledge his later controversies. How's that? All right, number 4. She pioneered a style with loud clothes and louder laughs. Okay. She turned domestic despair into comedic gold. This is the funniest part. Bang was her fictional husband. She always had lots of jokes about Bang. She cackled like a witch with the martini. Who knows? She broke open doors for funny women with heels and hairdos. Not Betty Davis. Not Betty White. No, this gal was famous. She was on Johnny Carson all the time. Very big in this Palm Springs crowd. Friends with Sinatra. She actually did some movies. Phyllis Diller. Phyllis Diller, does that ring a bell? Phyllis Diller made housewife hysteria hilarious, setting the stage for generations of fearless female comics. And she's all the way up at number 4 on our list. There you go. Phyllis Diller. If you guys don't know her, you're going to need to Google that. Number 3. Number 3. You know this guy. He had a list of 7 words you couldn't say on TV. It's a great bit. We loved this in college, I remember. You know, we were being rebellious. She started clean, ended as comedy's philosophical anarchist. He started clean, sorry. He took down language, politics, and organized religion. He performed until the week he died. Yeah, very good. Stuart. Oh, although incorrect spelling. I think you're. Are you using the voice thing today? Yes, it's a. Here's what he used to say: it's a big club, and you aren't in it. Very cynical on government. George Carlin. Yes, George Carlin. George Carlin didn't just tell jokes. He held up a mirror, laughed, and then smashed it. Yes. Yeah, we're giving you credit on that story. Russell's in the house. How's it going, Russell? Good to see you. All right, number 2 on the top stand-up comics of all time. And this is an unusual pick for stand-up, but she did do stand-up originally. You just don't remember it. She's known for TV, but her comedy chops began on stage. Timing, physicality, and risk. She had it all. She built a production empire in a man's world. No, it's not Mary Tyler Moore. It's well before Mary Tyler Moore. This is your OG. This is the OG. Her grape stomping bit is pure slapstick heaven. There you go, Russell. The team needed your help there. That was great. Yeah, you did. Did you know she was a stand-up comic before she had all her other success on TV and everything? Yeah, she had some chops. Lucille Ball. She was born in 1911 and passed away in 1989. Lucille Ball's foundation was stand-up Saturday, and she built an empire on that comedic bedrock. Red hair, red lips, and all. There you go. I used to walk by their house on the beach in Del Mar with my grandparents. Long story. We'll talk about it sometime. But anyway, it's kind of like after they were married, though. It was their house originally, but Desi still lived there. Anyway, number 1 with a bullet. Another favorite of mine. I've got lots of personal stories about this one, too. He told jokes for nearly a century. He performed for the troops in every war from World War II to the Gulf War. He hosted the Oscars more times than anyone else. You remember that? No, you probably don't remember. He was known for his rapid-fire delivery and cue cards. Thanks for the Memories wasn't just a song, it was his legacy. Yes, very good. Stuart, you got that first, I think. Yeah, Bob Hope. So Bob Hope was Mr. Palm Springs, and my grandparents had a home out in Palm Springs and a business out in Palm Springs, and that's where my parents would dump me and my sister there for summer vacations, and I spent a lot of time in Palm Springs and got to drive around and see his house. I went to his golf tournament maybe 10 times. So yeah, I saw Bob Hope in person many times. Bob Hope brought comedy to every corner of the world, making laughter as essential as Russians during war and peace alike. There you go. You guys all got that. Bob Hope. That was kind of fun, wasn't it? That was a good category. I don't know what you guys think. Good category, thumbs up. Your battery went dead. That cost you. You were on a streak. All right, well, so hopefully we have some metal heads in here because we're going to need a little help. I know I would need some help. So we'll see how you guys do. All right, let me fire up this next round here. You do know the rules. The robots do the painting, you do the guessing, while I drop the clues. Let's play. Now this round is going to be the top 20 heavy metal bands of all time. That's why we need some metalheads in the house. You know, number 20, 19 are going to be top. Here we go, number 20. Going to be top. These guys reinvented themselves from glam to groove. They're known for riffs that punch you in the face. I would imagine a lot of the metal guys do. Oh, here we go. Their mosh pits were survival training. You guys been in a mosh pit? I've actually had to control the mosh pit. You call it control. I had to run security at the blues club when we had heavy metal night. Guitarist Dimebag Darrell became a legend. Albums like Vulgar Display of Power and Cowboys from Hell say it all. Oh, Rob knows. Glad Rob's in the house. You are a metal expert, Rob? I hope so. Yeah. Cowboys from Hell. Exactly. Pantera. You are correct. Pantera brought southern grit and brutal groove to the metal scene, turning pit aggression into an art form. Yeah, the whole mosh pit thing, I didn't understand that till I had to run the security for it. And then it was kind of fun, you know. At that point, when you actually have a license to hit somebody. Okay, I digress. Number 19. These guys looked like pirates, and they sounded like thunder. They fused punk, speed, and with a metal edge. Lemmy's voice could sandpaper a wall. Lemmy's voice could sandpaper a wall. I love that clue. More whiskey fueled than most bars. Well, we like that around here at Dave's After Dark. We serve a little whiskey here. Their anthem was called Ace of Spades. Oh, very good. You guys both got that. Rob and Stuart. Oh, wait. Yeah, very good. What's going on, man? Motorhead is correct. Motorhead wasn't just a band. It was a lifestyle of leather, grit, and full throttle noise. Look at those guys. They are pirates. Motorhead. Very good, Rob. We're gonna be leaning on you here. Although Stuart knew that one. Seems like Stuart knows his metal. All right, that's number 19. Let's go to number 18 with a bullet. Top heavy metal bands of all time. These guys' logo looked sharp enough to cut you. I'm not showing the logo though. Songs often reference death, war, and the apocalypse. That sounds like all of heavy metal. I don't know what's special. They played fast enough to blur time. Once again, kind of a generic clue. They were part of the big four of thrash. Rain in Blood is their battle cry. Not Metallica. Not Megadeth. There you go, Rob. They're always third on the list, right? That's the way it goes. Metallica, Megadeth, Slayer. Yes. This is the Slayer guys. Look at them. Kitties. Slayer defined aggression in music, summoning chaos at breakneck speed for decades. Decades, I tell you. Decades of metal. This is Slayer. Rain and blood is their battle cry. Yeah, there you go. I imagine some of those other answers are coming up. We're only on number 17 now. This one's a great name for a band. They were named after a deadly disease. Good start. Robots are funny tonight. Known for mixing hardcore punk into thrash. They worked with Public Enemy long before crossovers were cool. Oh, you guys know, everybody knows this. Rhombus, another Rob, Rob 2, and Rob 1, and Stewart. You guys like these guys, obviously. Madhouse is a fitting theme song. There they are. Yeah, nothing special. I don't know. Anthrax brought New York attitude to metal with riffs that snapped like subway rails. Alex is in the house. Alex, Rob 1, Rob 2, Rhombus, Stewart, Mado. Shitsu's in the house. And that's number 17. Anthrax, top heavy metal bands of all time. There they are. Greetings, comrade. All right, the gang's all here. Let's do some more heavy metal. We're down to number 16. Top 20 heavy metal bands of all time. These guys are not grunge, but metal dressed in flannel. They look like grunge. They harmonize doom like no other. Their unplugged set felt heavier than distortion. A little hard to tell. The picture's not real clear yet. Here's a key clue. Lane Staley's haunting vocals defined a generation. There you go, Scratch! Scratch is in the house with the victory. Man in the Box made them a household name. Yeah. Yeah. Ooh, that's kind of short, Rob. I don't know if I'd know what you're talking about. Scratch is correct. Scratch is correct. Alice in Chains. Alice in Chains gave Despair a beautiful, sludgy soundtrack, threading metal's muscle through grunge's gloom. They were kind of a crossover. Grunge and metal. There you go. Alice in Chains. All right, we're down to number 15. All bands you've heard of, I think. Here we go. At number 15. Their songs longer than your commute. They do long songs. Lyrics decoded like sacred text. All their lyrics mean something. The fans argue about time signatures for fun. Yeah, people talk about this all the time. I've had more people try to sit me down and listen to this than anything. Maynard James Keenan also makes wine. There's the key clue. Their lead also makes wine. Albums like Lateralus and Enema are worshipped. Worshipped, I tell you. Worshipped. Yes. Are you guys, who here is a Tool worshiper? I definitely have known some Tool worshipers. Every time I go to their house, it's like, listen to this, Dave. Listen. Tool turned prog metal into a spiritual experience. Equal parts complex math and primal. Yes, it was always the complex math and primal scream. There you go. Yeah, I like it. But, I'm not in the cult, I guess. I don't know. But, I like variety. Number 14. All right, now I've never even heard of these guys. So there you go. There's a start. Short in stature, giant in voice. They invented the devil horns gesture. Supposedly. Once fronted both Rainbow and Sabbath. So the lead once fronted for both Rainbow and Sabbath. Known for fantasy lyrics and dragons. Rob won. Primal Scream, a band. Holy Diver is a metal gospel. Holy Diver. Dio, I'm saying that right? Dio? Not Dio? Is it Dio or Dio? Type out Dio with an E, or is it Dio with the I? I say it's Dio, but I don't know. What is it? Oh, it is Dio. Okay, Rob. Thank you. Rob 2. Oh, thank you, everybody. Scratch. Rob. Dio. Dio's voice could summon thunder and possibly an actual wizard anytime he took the mic. All right, I think you know these guys. I do have a personal story about these guys too. I have a relative who is a roadie and the backup drummer for this band. So he spent some time on the drums. He wore tracksuits sounding like nightmares. Bass lines thumped like a migraine. Credited with creating new metal. Jonathan Davis used a bagpipe seriously. Ramos! Limp Bizkit was a good guess based on the picture, right? It was. Freak on a Leash became a teen anthem. Yes, Rob won. Rhombus had it first, I believe. Looks like Limp Bizkit, doesn't it? Korn is the correct answer. Korn made vulnerability brutal, birthing a whole subgenre that screamed adolescence in drop D tuning. Drop D tuning. I'm not sure I know what that is, but it sounds cool. Drop D tuning. Korn.
Unknown caller.
Sorry about that. Had a little spam coming in. Somebody didn't like Korn. Next up, number 12. These guys wore masks before it was pandemic chic. 9 members, more chaos per capita. Known for beating garbage cans live. Literally. Don't you guys know who this is? How'd you guys know that? Let me turn my phone off. I don't know how my phone got turned on. It's usually on silent. My phone's on 24/7 silent. I don't know what's going on. Pretty good spam if it gets through your phone's silent switch. They are Iowa's angriest export. Weight and bleed and duality are metal staples. Who had it first? Rhombus. Rhombus had it first, I think. Yeah. Rob won. Not Kiss yet. Hang on to that. Slipknot mixed horror, rage, and carnival theatrics into one of metal's most intense live experiences. Weight and bleed and duality are metal staples. Slipknot. Slipknot. Alex knew that one. Very good. I'm not a fan, but you know, it's all right. Don't have to like everything. Number 11. All right, here we go. These guys, we're getting down in the list now. These guys were formed out of Metallica Revenge. They were formed out of a Metallica Revenge. Dave Mustaine is its furious architect. Politically sharp and musically complex. There you go. You guys know this one. Both Robs. Both Robs know it. They Rust in Peace is a masterclass. There you go. Megadeth. Great name. Cool name for a metal band. Megadeth combined wrath and riffs with nuclear tightness. Think angry chess with guitars. Angry chess with guitars. Yeah, the Robs dominated that one. And I basically call it a tie. All right, are you guys ready for the top 10 heavy metal bands? Top 10. Here we go. I know these guys. Shows they're old. So their look defined metal fashion. Leather and studs. They were the original fashion hounds. Dual guitars that harmonize like hellfire. Okay, here's the key clue. Rob Halford's scream could break windows and hearts. He rode in on a motorcycle, literally. Hey, Tanya, thank you for that commercial message. It's an appropriate category. Yes. Rob too. Rob Keys. Yes, you are correct. Rode in on a motorcycle. Breaking the Law and Painkiller made them icons. Yeah, Judas Priest, there they are. Check those dudes out. Judas Priest forged heavy metal's uniform, sound, and swagger with falsetto fury to match. Yeah, there you go. Well, no, I think the other Rob was just clairvoyant. Their mascot has more album covers than most bands. Historic battles, mythology, horror, all fair game. Steve Harris's galloping bass is unmistakable. Yes. Yeah. Rob has it twice. Hey, Rob 2 has it as well. Run to the Hills and the Number of the Beast. British Metal's crown jewel. Yeah. British Metal's crown jewel. Iron Maiden. Old school. Iron Maiden made epic tales louder, faster, and metal as hell, with Eddie leading the charge. Named after a medieval torture device. Yes. That sounds painfully correct. There you go. Yeah, spit those facts. We like that. If you ever have facts, throw them out. This is an educational show. Number one, we're all about education. Now, this guy actually makes the list twice. There's your best clue. He bit a bat on stage. Supposedly just by accident because he got excited. The Prince of Darkness turned into a solo star. He was backed by guitar gods like Randy Rhoads and Zakk Wylde. Crazy Train is a ride we will never get off. Yeah. Love us. Oh, but it looks like the Robs had it first. Robs are tough to beat in this category. The Robs are on it. That's right. This is Ozzy Osbourne as a solo artist. Of course, Crazy Train. Ozzy's solo era proved the madness had more chapters. Filled with riffs, eyeliner, and the occasional fat snack. That is how he became famous, right? Or famous among, he was always famous in the metal world, but famous in pop culture. Biting the head off the bat. Yeah. All right, number 7. German. German lyrics, global fan base. Pyrotechnics that violate fire codes in a good way. I guess there's such a thing. Industrial metal with theatrical menace. You guys know. Very good. Alex. Alex got it first. Lead singer is also a licensed pyrotechnician. Well, that's handy. Du hast is both a hit and a threat. Okay. Now, is it Rammstein or Rammstein? That's the real question. Rammstein or Rammstein? We'll go with Rammstein. Made fire, fear, and industrial noise a stadium-filling art form, whether or not you understand German. Didn't matter. Du hast nicht. Okay. Had to get a little German in there. All right, number 6. The only band to bridge glam and Cold War detente. There you go. Guess they played in Russia. Alex, these guys played in Red Hat. Known for high-pitched vocals and power ballads. They played Moscow before it was trendy. Rock You Like a Hurricane is self-explanatory. Not Guns N' Roses. No, well before that. Rock You Like a Hurricane. These guys are Germans who made Mental Romantic. More Germans. Everybody got it? I don't see the right answer up there yet. You know who these guys are. They're a little desert animal. Rob 2, Rob 1. Oh, both Robs got it simultaneously again. Now, are you guys actually the same person and it's just spitting out two answers? You guys always answer right together in sequence. And you're correct. The Scorpions brought melody to mayhem and proved love songs could still rock leather pants. Who knew? Top five heavy metal bands of all time. One of my favorites coming up. Their riff launched 1 million garage bands. They were once called the loudest band in the world. Smoke on the Water is beginner guitar law. Known for lineup changes and reinventions. Now, is this the band Tommy Bolin was in? Love me some Tommy Bolin. Which band was he in? I think it was this one. Helped invent heavy metal before it had a name. Yeah. Let's see. Rob 2 had it first. Rob Keys. Yeah. Was this Tommy Bolin? Who can confirm Tommy Bolin was? Yes or no? Was that a different band? Bass player. Had a solo career. Well, regardless of whether Tommy Bolin was in this band or not, look yourself up some Tommy Bolin. He had two albums. Both are awesome. Awesome albums. The music holds up now. Holds up. There you go. Deep Purple. In case we didn't mention the name. Deep Purple. All right, number 4. I think you'll know these guys. Face paint, fire, and tongues. Lots of tongue. They turned concerts into comic books come to life. And this is the key, right? More merch than the Avengers. That was one of the keys to their success, right? Is the heavy merch sales. Yeah, looks like Rob Keys maybe got that first, but Alex, Rob, Stewart, everybody else had it too. Gene Simmons breathes fire and counts money. Rock and Roll All Night is your party's theme song. Yes, it is. Rock and Roll All Night. Did you had a Kiss lunchbox? That's nice. Oh, it stands for Knights in Satan's Service. Nice. Nice. Rhombus knows. Spitting facts. Kiss didn't just play music, they sold a spectacle and let you wear the makeup too. There they are. Yes. Coming in number 4. So that leaves 3 bands. And I think you'll agree with all 3. I think this is one time the robots got it right. One time. Masters of metal and legal drama. They rewrote thrash metal's DNA. From Kill 'Em All to Master of Puppets. They are pure fury. Enter Sandman introduced them to everyone's parents. Still selling out stadiums 4 decades later. I have seen Metallica once in Vegas. I was drunk as a skunk, but I went. Yeah, one of those Vegas things. Definitely one of those Vegas nights. They're playing at the Hard Rock Hotel. I think they've redone all that out there now, so it's not the same, but at the time. Yeah, a lot of legal trouble. Metallica is, of course, correct. I think everybody had it, so we won't try to declare a winner on that one. Although once again, the Robs were pretty good. All right, so they are still selling out stadiums, and Metallica went from garage heroes to metal overlords, all while playing faster and suing harder. But let's get a couple of good legal licks in on them there. All right, number 2. You know these guys. They wore schoolboy outfits, but they played adult-sized riffs. Technically hard rock, but heavy enough to melt faces. Their songs sound the same, and that's perfect. Yes, of course. Rob 2, Rob Stewart, Rob 1. Yes, they lost a singer and gained an icon. Back in Black is one of the best-selling albums ever. Back in Black. Cute outfits. Thunderstruck. No kidding. Thunderstruck. AC/DC made simplicity sacred. 3 chords. That's it. Big amps. Important. And eternal headbanging. AC/DC. Checking in at the number 2 spot. Now, who haven't we mentioned that would be in at the number 1 spot? Is anyone clairvoyant? These guys invented heavy metal. Not Guns N' Roses. I don't think Guns N' Roses really quite qualified for the list. They were more of a rock band. Rob knows. These guys invented heavy metal with a single doom-laden riff. Lyrics about war, death, and wizards. Tony Iommi literally played guitar with prosthetic fingertips. There you go. Ozzy, before Ozzy, was Ozzy. There's the best clue. Ozzy, before Ozzy, was Ozzy. Paranoid, Iron Man, and War Pigs. Enough said. Yeah, a lot of good ones, huh? Black Sabbath birthed a genre in a fog of gloom, distortion, and raw power. All hail the godfathers of metal. Black Sabbath. There they are. Ozzy, before Ozzy was Ozzy. All right, well, that's pretty fun. So, We've had enough fun for the evening. We don't have to have fun with the other categories. Right? Anyway, the next category will be a little more educational, as we often try to do with our third round of the evening. We're going to do top 20 examples of ancient megalithic construction. So these are the places that built with big old stones. They don't know how they moved them, cut them. They don't know none of that stuff. All right, Rob, take it easy, man. Let's do the 20 examples of ancient megaliths. All right. I do believe you know the rules. The robots do the painting, you do the guessing, and I give the clues. So once again, we are going to do the top 20 examples of ancient megalithic construction. And we're going to start off easy. I'm going to give you an easy one. And this one's only half megalithic. I will give you that clue. The earlier half, and then the later half. This is a mountaintop marvel hidden until the 20th century. Known for perfectly interlocking stones. No mortar needed. Its terraces once supported elite agriculture. Stuart! All right. Told you this was the easy one. So enjoy it while you got it. Built by a civilization that never discovered the wheel. That's weird, huh? Wonder what? Well, because, you know, too many stairs. Why would you need a wheel? It was dubbed the Lost City of the Incas. Lost City of the Incas. So the megalithic part is some of the lower areas are these giant rocks that are perfectly fitted. And then the upper ones are like smaller rocks that aren't as well constructed. So they think the Incas actually found this place from an earlier civilization and built on top of it. So there you go. Little educational. The date that they give for the Incas is 1450 AD. Machu Picchu, Peru. Machu Picchu. There you go. Now, not far away, and basically the same story. Same story, number 19. Those zigzag walls weren't just decorative. There was a reason. The stones fit so tightly, you can't slip a credit card between them. This is where there's really cool polygonal shaped rocks that, you know, how did they cut these and fit these? It doesn't make any sense. This is where they think they might have melted them, right? Massive blocks weighing over 100 tons. Once guarded the imperial city of Cusco. So this was like a fort. It sounds like you're saying sexy women. It is the name of the place. Sexy women. And I'll say that slightly differently in Spanish. It's not sexy women, but it is. Anybody know? That's a great clue. Kudos to the robots. It's Sacsayhuaman. Sacsayhuaman. Sexy women. Sacsayhuaman Fortress in Peru again. And same story. Inca built over the top of some ancient. There you go. Sacsayhuaman. Now you know. All right, let's move to another location. Number 18. This found only on a Mediterranean island with mysterious origins. This is all the way back in 2000 BC. Always arranged, a little after the pyramid. Always arranged in a T shape, but no one's sure why. Those are some big rocks. It's believed to have had religious or astronomical purposes. The name means table in Catalan. It looks like stone mushrooms on a minimalist binder. Right there with the effect. It kind of looked like mushrooms. Anybody know where this is? We're going to have to give a lot of credit on spelling for this one. Puma Pumku rhombus. Hang on to that one. So Minoan is pretty close, right? So this is the Balearic Islands. Balearic, which I think is more like Spanish, right? The Taula Stones. Taula Stones of Menorca. Menorca. Anybody know where Menorca is? The Taulas remain enigmas. Silent stone sentinels of a forgotten island culture. There you go. Learn something every day. On Days After Dark. All right. Well, the names don't get easier. You know, these first few are a little obscure. Stay with it. Probably gave you the Machu Picchu first. String you along a little. Unique to an island famous for pecorino cheese and megaliths. It's the two things this place has going for it. Megaliths and pecorino cheese. Pecorino cheese. It was built like a beehive meets a fortress. Oh, so this one's hard to see. It's very detailed, so try to watch this one as it's painting. Yeah, the last one was just off Spain. I agree. Towering cones made without mortar still standing. This place looks so cool. I would love to see this place. It's believed to be defensive, ceremonial, or both. Nurage is a word only Sardinians seem to understand. All right. So I just gave you the key clue. It's in Sardinia, Italy. And this is the Nurage Sunaraxi. Of course. Anyway, it looked pretty cool. All right. I'm going to tell you, this next one's in France, okay? And this is one of the oldest ones we're going to look at. 4500 BC. Over 3,000 stones stretch in eerie, endless rows. It was arranged long before the Celts showed up. Well before the Celts. Locals once thought they were petrified soldiers. It's a weird thought. Some stones stand over 13 feet tall. Some of those are 13 feet tall. Often overshadowed by Stonehenge, but older and bigger. Older and bigger than Stonehenge. It's in France. Anybody know what it's called? It's got a cool name. Think Johnny Carson. Johnny Carson predicting something. Offbeat clue. Anybody know where this is? It's in France, 4500 BC. Johnny Carson predicting something. It's the Karnak stones. Karnak stones. Remember Karnak? The Magnificent. Karnak stone alignments could rival a parking lot in precision. but they were built 6,000 years ago. There you go. Close. Right. Number 15. All right, another one that's hard to say. This is 3600 BC, this next one. Okay? And it looks a little bit like what you see at Göbekli Tepe, right? But anyway, this one is positioned to catch the solstice sunrise. Okay? It's built from coralline limestone by the beach with spiral carvings. Some of the world's oldest freestanding buildings. It predates the pyramids by over 1,000 years. 1,000 years before the pyramids, they built this. Somewhere. I believe it's North Africa. I believe that's where it is. Its builders left no written records, just epic stones. No, it's not Angkor Wat. Does it kind of look like that? I guess the curvy things kind of look like Angkor Wat a little bit. Maybe. Angkor Wat supposedly is much later, but once again, you know, they might have built Angkor Wat on top of foundations. This is called Minjandra Temple Complex in Malta. Minjandra Temple Complex in Malta. All right. Well, they will get a little easier later. This one looks cool to visit. Number 14. It's in France again. And it's old again. 3500 BC. France had a bunch of really old stuff. It's where they had those caves, right? Where they discovered those paintings in those caves in France. The interior is decorated with swirling megalithic art. Its carvings resemble labyrinths and maps. So the walls are in this cave here, passageway, are all carved with swirlies. Only visible at low tide, giving it a ghostly charm. Oh, so the water comes in. How could it still be there? That sounds weird. A passage tomb that feels more like an ancient puzzle box. Anybody know where this place is? It's in France. Megalithic. It's a passage tomb that feels more like an ancient puzzle box. Cool. Well, it's called Gavrinus Passage Tomb. Gavrinus Passage Tomb in France. Gavrinus is an ancient escape room for the dead. An escape room for the dead. That's good. All right, let's do an easy one. Number 13. Each face is distinct like a stone yearbook. It's carved from giant basalt boulders, some over 10 feet tall. It's believed to represent rulers or warriors. That's what your bedroom looks like. That's cool. That's really cool. Found let me start that clue over. Found far from where the stone originated. Their helmets look suspiciously like football gear. It's not the Maui of Easter Island. No. Doctor has it though. Doctor's in the house. Always good to see the doctor in the house just in case. And he knows his ancient megaliths. Now, does anybody know how old this is? What they're dating these Olmec things at? Yes, this is the Olmec colossal head from Mexico. 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 Anybody know what the dates are for these? The Olmec heads aren't just monuments, they're expressions of early American identity and sheer megalithic muscle. Well, I'll tell you the dates. 1500 BC. There you go. All right, now you guys ready for that answer? Bring that answer back. Rob and Rhombus, what's going on? You could do a copy paste. Some still wear giant stone hats. Some of them have hats. Some of the hats have fallen off, I guess. I don't know. Know what's with those stone hats? They paint them red too. Weird. Nearly 1,000 statues dot the island. They faced inland, not towards the ocean. They were moved by unknown methods. No wheels or beasts of burden. Now, I have seen how they think they move those. Have you guys seen that? Yeah, this is the Moai statues of Easter Island, of course. It's called Rapa Nui. There you go. And these are later. They say these are like 1300 AD. I'm not sure everybody agrees with that. Have you seen where they show how they moved them? That they actually walked them? If you put big old ropes over the top of them and then have a bunch of guys on both sides, you rock them back and forth and you walk them. Sounds cool. So they actually walked. These statues walked around the island. There you go. All right. So this one's going to be hard again. This is 3600 BC again. Okay? And we're looking for the location. By the ocean again. And it's near one of the other ones we've already done. Very near. It was built with stone slabs over 50 tons. It predates Stonehenge and the pyramids. It includes altars, oracles, and ceremonial chambers. The walls look like a boulder playground. Now the name is kind of interesting. Chuck's in the house. What's going on? Sounds like the wrong answer, though, Chuck. Wrong question. You got mixed up. You got in the wrong show. Okay, well, I'm going to give you this one because you're not going to get it. Sorry to have a lack of confidence. This is the Gigantiage temples in Malta. Once again, in Malta. Malta's got a bunch of these things. Be a cool place to visit, right? Why not? Gigantia. There you go. All right, now, Rhombus, I think you had this answer earlier, if I'm not mistaken. This next one. Stones carved with machine-like precision. I mean, it actually looks like machines carved these stones. Some people say they thought they poured them into molds. This is the home to the H-shaped blocks that fit like Legos. The H-shaped blocks. H-shaped blocks. H-shaped blocks. Had to do a little room cleanup there. It's Sparks more than ancient alien theories than you can count. And yeah. Rhombus knows this one. That's another name too. So this is the Tiwanaku Puma Punku. Puma Punku. Pumapunku. Bolivia, of course. All right, let's move on. Number nine. Over 1,000 stone circles dot West Africa. No one knows their exact purpose. Tombs, shrines, who knew? They were made from a stone called laterite, and they were shaped and stacked by hand. UNESCO called it the largest concentration of such monuments in Africa. So this is in Africa. Anybody know? It's not gonna be easy to. This is in Senegal/Gambia. I don't know what that means. Did they change the name of the area? Senegal, Gambia. This is from around 300 BC. 300. There you go. Yeah. It's called the Stone Circles of Senegambia. Interesting. Was it right on the border or something? I don't know what's going on there. Senegambian circles prove that megalithic mystery isn't just European. It's African too. Everybody's setting these rocks up in circles. There's something to that. What's the story there, huh? Rock circles. What's the deal? All right, number 8. We're getting there. This one looks like a hobbit hole. Yes, designed by a pharaoh. It is a dome held. This dome held the record for the largest span for over 1,000 years. So you're not seeing the picture of the inside, but it's a giant dome. Okay, so you can go inside there, and it's a big old dome that forms this mound of stone. It's called a beehive tomb for its shape. Once thought to belong to the mythical king Atreus. Well, how can it belong to a mythical king? Empty when discovered because even tomb robbers love the classics. Good job. Anybody know where this is? Not Petra. Not Petra. This is actually pretty well known. This is in Greece, okay? It's in Greece, and it's old. It's 1250 BC. It's known as the Treasury of Atreus. Treasury of Atreus, and it's also known as Tholos tomb. The Treasury of Atreus is a monument to Mycenaean power, architectural mastery, and the universal appeal of the treasure hunts. Sounds like I should have shown the inside with the dome. We'll do that next time. Next time it appears, we'll do the dome. Number 7. I think you know this one. I do. There's some drawing kind of on top of this to pinpoint a couple things in the picture. Can you see them? Some stones weigh over 800 tons each. Theories range from Roman engineering to alien forklifts. I prefer that theory, the alien forklift theory. Built into the Temple of Jupiter complex. The stone of the pregnant woman still lies unlifted nearby. It's bigger than anything moved by the Egyptians or the Greeks. So this is where they got those huge foundation stones, and they can't figure out how the Romans moved them, if the Romans did it. So this was 27 BC. 27 BC. Anybody remember where this is? They're called the Trilithon. The Trilithon stones. There's 3 of them. Trilithon. It's at, where is it? Going once, going twice. Where is it? The Trilithon stones, the Roman Trilithon stones, are in Baalbek, Lebanon. Baalbek, Lebanon. Baalbek, of course, has some pretty cool Roman ruins, too. Yeah. All right. That's all right. You're going to know the rest of them, I think. Or at least most of them. Some of them. A couple of them. Number 6. I think you know this one. The picture might be a little hard to tell what's going on. This is older than farming, wheels, or cities. Its massive T-shaped pillars have animal carvings. For some reason, it was buried on purpose. Then everybody forgot about it. They call this the world's first temple, or first club, or, joint, days after dark. Might have been a joint. Makes every other monument look like a sequel. Yeah, that is some nice spelling there, Doctor. I think you know what it is. Yeah, rhombus. There you go. Were you trying to say that, Doctor? Or was that something different? I see Stuart's answer on Lebanon finally came in. That's cool. Yes, rhombus. You are correct. It makes every other monument look like a sequel. Göbekli Tepe in Turkey. The date is 9600 BC. Oldest thing we got. 9600 BC. There you go. Okay, top 5. Megalithic. Let's go across the world. This is the 3rd largest pyramid in the world. And it was built by a civilization we still don't fully understand. So this is before some people we know about. It's the same time as the Olmecs, but it wasn't the Olmecs. It was different. It aligns with the sun and sacred mountains. The streets were laid out like a cosmic calendar. Cosmic calendar. Anybody know this one? It's a big pyramid. 3rd biggest pyramid. It's Mexico. You are correct, Alex. You are correct. And it's 100 AD is the date they have on it. I think that is the name of the actual structure, Stuart. I believe that is correct. And the city is what's more famous, though. Yeah, it is the Pyramid of the Sun. You are correct. And where is the Pyramid of the Sun? Where is the Pyramid of the Sun? Because it's fun to say. The name is fun to say. Teotihuacan. 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 Pyramid of the Sun. Mexico. There you go. Before the Aztecs, before the Toltecs, before all those guys. They don't know who it was. Kind of parallel to the Olmecs. Who knew? All right. Number 4. I didn't even know about this one. This I'm going to tell you where it is. It's in England. And it's 2850 BC. So just pre-pyramids a little bit. And it's bigger than Stonehenge. And it encircles an entire village today. There's a village inside this thing. The stones are rougher, but the scale is staggering. It is surrounded by massive ditches and banks. Wood hedge. I don't think it's called wood hedge, although it may be a different name for it. That's not the name I have. Less touristy than its famous cousin, but just as eerie. This place is the Stonehenge you can walk through, picnic beside, and still feel wonderfully spooked by. There you go, Stuart. That's what I got. That's not the same as Woodhedge, is it? Maybe there's another. Is it another one at Woodhedge? Maybe there's another one. Avebury Stone Circle. Avebury Stone Circle. There you go. All right, 3 more. 3 more. All right, this next one's one of those tomb passage things. Not gonna tell you where it is though. This is 3200 BC though. This is a long time ago. Pre-Stonehenge. They think. Oh, they're not. They're not sure about any of these dates. How would they know? I mean, you know. How would you know? It's decorated with spirals, swirls, and mystery symbols. So, like the one in France, this one also is decorated with stuff. It's built with interlocking stone slabs that keep out water to this day. And you have to win a lottery if you want to go see this place on the sunrise event. Apparently the sun comes right in through somewhere. I guess we're kind of seeing in the picture, we're seeing the sun come through a certain spot on the, I don't know, solstice or whenever it is. Anybody know? Leslie's Minge. Is that referring to a woman's anatomical part, or what are we saying? I don't think that's it. This is called the New Grange Passage Tomb, just like Leslie's Minge. New Grange is a Neolithic light show that still dazzles, proof that ancient engineers had both vision and vibes. There you go. All right, well, the last 2 are favorites here, so we should be able to get these. Everyone knows it, but no one really knows it. It's aligned to solstices, and it's full of burial pits and mystery. Some stones were hauled from 150 miles away. It was rebuilt multiple times. It was an ancient fixer-upper. Very good, Stuart. You are correct. Alex, you guys got it. Now you remember the date? How old is it? Or how old do they think it is? Because it could be older. Stonehenge is the world's most famous prehistoric enigma. Equal parts sacred calendar and stone puzzle. Yeah, kind of curious. Yeah, gosh, I don't remember the dates. So yeah, exactly, Stuart. 3000 BC. So 3000 BC. So that's well after the water has done most of the rising, right? It's still rising. The water was still rising then, but I don't think they could walk from Belgium to England at that time, right? I don't think so. All right, number 1 with a bullet, our favorite building in the world. It did hold the title for the tallest structure on Earth for 3,800 years. Biggest building on Earth for 3,800 years. It's made of over 2 million blocks, each weighing tons. It lined up to true north, more precisely than most modern buildings. It was built as a tomb, maybe. course. This is the Great Pyramid of Giza, of course. And the date they put on it is 2560 BC. And its original limestone casing actually glowed white in the sun. I guess everybody stole the casing to use on other buildings later. I guess. I don't know. Where'd it go? The Great Pyramid isn't just old, it's awe-inspiring. Ancient ambition at its most jaw-dropping. There's a good YouTube word. Jaw-dropping. Still the heavyweight champ of stone. Well, we made it through the category. Not bad. We learned some things, maybe. I'm sure you'll get them right next time. Yes. There we go. Well, that was fun. Fun for me. That category killed off a lot of those other people coming in for the metal bands. Anyway, okay, so we do have a bonus round available. And since Stuart's here, we have the top 20 Hollywood World War II movies, which we did, a couple months back. We did this one. But Stuart was not available. So let's do it again. Yeah, let's do this one again. Top 20 Hollywood World War II movies. Sound good? All right. Let's get it. Let's get it going. No, it's not that one. It must be this one. Okay, I got it. I don't know if you remember, but the first one's really hard. All right, you know the rules. Robots, paint, you guess, I drop the clues. So, let's play the bonus round. Top 20 Hollywood World War II movies. Now, this one's inspired by a real World War II code-breaking mission, but controversially altered. I don't know what that means. Tension runs deep, literally beneath the ocean's surface. Picture's a little hard to tell what's going on there. A Hollywood submarine thriller with torpedoes and ticking clocks. U.S. sailors impersonate Germans to capture enemy tech. Matthew McConaughey leads a perilous undersea mission. There's Matthew there. He's a little older. This was made in the year 2000 though, so it's not that new. Not that new. Year 2000. They're in the top of a submarine there. They're in the, what do they call that little spot in the top? When you come out of the water, you go up in that spot. Who remembers what the name of this movie is? Anybody? Going once. Going twice. This was called U-571. I know. It's hard to remember. U-571, the film that sparked diplomatic backlash in Britain over historical liberties. Oh, they took some liberties. The Brits didn't like that. Okay. Number 19. We're doing the top 20 World War II movies. The robots like that one. All right. Is correct. All right, now this one you can tell what's going on already in the picture. It's set during the Allies' push into Germany in 1945. Strategic infrastructure becomes the star. So the star of the movie is a race against time to stop demolition charges. It features an overlooked real-life battle with huge consequences. Soldiers fight for control of a critical Rhine River crossing. I don't know if there's an older version of that movie. Might be. Who knows this movie, though? This was a cool. I remember this movie. It's cool. This was all the way back in 1969. Cool war movie. This is the bridge at Remagen. Does that sound familiar to anybody? The bridge at Remagen. The actual bridge collapsed just 10 days after being captured. So, if you haven't seen that movie, it's worth seeing. Check that one out. It's a bridge too far. It is a bridge too far. The bridge at Remagen. Cool name, actually. All right, number 18. Now, this is all fairly recent, 2019. Okay, so what is that, 5-6 years ago? Modern CGI brings 1940s aerial warfare to life. But the movie centers on the turning point in the Pacific Theater. Based on real pilots, real missions, and heavy losses. It showcases U.S. Navy resilience after Pearl Harbor. After Pearl Harbor. So its stars include Ed Skrein, Patrick Wilson, and Woody Harrelson. So as I recall, it's all about they center around this family that all ends up fighting in this battle. And it's like, yeah, there you go, Stuart. There you go. That's it. That's it. First few were a little hard. I think it gets easier after that. The film aimed for extreme historical accuracy in tactics and timeline. Midway. All right, number 17. I think you'll know this one. Might have a little sip of my coffee drink. Get us through here. All right. Tank warfare like you've never seen it before. Gritty, dirty, personal. War and the mud. The lead tank is affectionately named Fury. That's a good clip. A rookie joins a hardened crew on a final mission. Yeah, there you go. That was an awfully good clue, robots. Brad Pitt plays a no-nonsense tank commander. After being in that tank, you could probably smell his pits, huh? I think I told you that joke in another context previously. Fury is correct. Fury. The movie used a real working World War II Sherman tank. And the tank was named M4A2E8. That doesn't sound out something, does it? Motherfucker. No, it doesn't. Fury is correct. Yes. All right, let's see if you get the next one, Stuart. I remember nobody got this. And I love this movie. I saw this as a kid. A young lad. Legendary sabotage on a mountainous island. A team of elite commandos targets giant German artillery guns on a remote island. It's based on an Alistair MacLean thrilling novel. Almost like a James Bond kind of thing. Gregory Peck and David Niven headline the all-star cast. Very good. Oh, well, hang on to that first answer, but yes, you've got it with the second one. Gregory Peck and David Niven. It's all about making the impossible mission possible. That's right. It's the Guns of Navarone. There they are. I remember I was pretty intrigued by it. I don't know when I saw it. I mean, obviously I didn't see the first run, but I did see it. It was like probably a second movie at the drive-in when my folks went to the drive-in, and it was probably the second movie I went to see it. I was intrigued by it. The film was nominated for 7 Oscars and won the Best Special Effects movie. Yeah, I liked it. Correct. Guns of Navarone. Good one. All right, a little more modern on this next one. A little more modern. A tense battle of the Atlantic thriller. The entire film spans less than 48 hours. It was based on a novel called The Good Shepherd. The captain must protect a convoy from relentless U-boats. That's what I remember about it. Is it felt like, how are they ever gonna? Tom Hanks both wrote the script and starred in the movie. You remember World War II movie fairly recently, 2020? Tom Hanks, and it's the Battle of the Atlantic, and so it's all about the U-boats, right? Trying to survive the U-boats. Yeah, there you go. Stuart's got it. Yeah, it was called Greyhound. That's correct. Tom Hanks. Hanks took inspiration from his love of naval history and World War II. Yeah, he's been in a few movies, hasn't he? Greyhound. I don't know if it's top 20. Little opinion there. Little editorial comment. All right, number 14. I know Stuart knows this one. A double agent, or maybe a triple. Here's the key clue. A castle in the Alps holds a captured officer. I remember watching this as a kid too. I love this one too. Secret codes, disguises, and plenty of explosions. It features iconic winter espionage action. Yeah, there you go. Stuart. Yeah, Richard Burton and Clint Eastwood. Yes. And isn't there some winter cross-country ski action? There they are on top of the tram. Oh my gosh. Good picture. Clint Eastwood and Richard Burton. Quentin Tarantino called it one of his favorite action war films ever. So, if Quentin likes it, must have been good. Where Eagles Dare, made in 1968. Clint Eastwood. I think we had it on the Clint. Did we have it on the Clint Eastwood list? I think we did. Not sure. I think we did. We haven't done a Richard Burton list. Maybe we need a Richard Burton movies. Maybe so. All right, number 13. Now this one is 1962. So many people haven't seen it, but it's a great movie. A sweeping panorama of D-Day told from all sides. It features dozens of stars, including John Wayne. This is John Wayne. It was filmed in black and white for a documentary feel. Multiple languages are spoken by real nationalities. And the movie is based on a Cornelius Ryan Now, the film used actual World War II military advisors to ensure authenticity. Stuart, no wonder you wanted to play this round. No wonder. Very good. The longest day. The longest day. I see Alex had the Greyhound. Forrest Gump. Correct. Yeah, longest day. You know, I may have seen it a little bit, parts of it, but I wouldn't mind going back and watching this. Yeah, Stuart's dominating the category. So I've got a couple tricky ones here for Stuart now. Let's see if you can get the trick. This one's tricky. World War II meets the heist genre. A tank unit hunts Nazi gold behind enemy lines. It features a soundtrack with unexpected 1970s vibes. The movie is satirical, stylish, and action-packed. Very good. Couldn't fool Stuart. Clint Eastwood again leads a misfit crew. This is I love this movie too as a kid. I remember saw this at the drive-in too. I used to go to the drive-in with my family. I remember my sister. We, PJs in the back of the station wagon. Fast food. Back when we thought it was good. Kelly's Heroes. Donald Sutherland's character, Oddball, basically inspired generations of offbeat war characters. Donald Sutherland's Oddball was the original. Is he in that picture? Is Oddball in there? I don't know if Oddball's in that. Is that Don Rickles in the middle? I think Don Rickles was in a couple of these movies. Woof woof. All right, number 11. Totally different here. 2008. A plot from within the German ranks. This one is based on a failed assassination attempt. A bomb in a briefcase nearly changes history. I remember it was very tense, right? Where the briefcase is, because we know as the audience what's in the briefcase. Tom Cruise plays Colonel Klaus von Stauffenberg. Yes, let's do it again. Colonel Klaus von Stauffenberg. It's a tense portrayal of resistance in the heart of Nazism. Filming at actual German military sites were initially controversial. So that's right, the film in the forest and stuff, and they were actual Nazi places. Yeah, people didn't like that. Valkyrie. Not Mission Impossible. This is a little darker than Mission Impossible. 2008. There you go. I think aren't they filming it? They just did another Mission Impossible. I think it might be coming out. I'm not sure, but I think so. All right, top 10. Top 10. Let's see if the whole game now is to stump Stuart. Let's see if we can stump Stuart. Probably not with this one. A suicide mission, but with a twist. Criminals are the soldiers. Training them is like herding angry cats. Yeah, a lot of the movies about training this misfit crew of criminals. Based on a novel loosely inspired by real-life events. One of the grimiest, grittiest men on a mission tales. Who's the star? Who's the star of this one, Stuart? Who's in that picture? Oh yeah, there you go. Very good. Yes, Love Charles Bronson. What's the name of the movie again with Charles Bronson where he's the he's getting back at people? He's vigilante. He's a vigilante on the streets of like a American city. And what's that Charles Bronson movie? I can't remember. This film was so popular it inspired 3 TV sequels and a real military unit nickname, the Dirty Dozen. Of course, Death Wish. Death Wish. Yeah. There you go. Thank you for that. Lee Marvin. Dirty Dozen. All right, number 9. Number 9. This is a popular movie on our list. It makes lots of our different lists. This was shot in haunting black and white with one iconic splash of color. A businessman becomes an unlikely savior, based on Thomas Kenneally's novel. It depicts life inside the Krakow ghetto. Yes, of course. Death Wish, yeah. Death Wish. That would clean up the streets in the United States, I think. There was a little fear of a bunch of Charles Bronsons walking around. That's my solution. This one was directed by Steven Spielberg in one of his personal works. You are correct, it is Schindler's List. The film helped launch the USC Shoah Foundation. I don't know how you say that. To preserve survivor testimonies. Liam Neeson, yeah. Awesome. Who plays the German guy? Can't remember. He plays good too. The guy that's so mean. He's such a nasty dude. All right, number 8. Here we go. It's a good picture. Romance and war collide in a very Hollywood way. A Hollywood movie. Begins with friendship, ends in full-scale combat. A surprise Sunday attack changes everything. This one is directed by Michael Bay. So expect explosions. It stars Ben Affleck, Josh Hartnett, and Kate Beckinsale. Very good, Stuart. Rhombus. Hey. That's what I say. Beat Stuart. Beat Stuart. Beat Stuart. You did it. Kate Beckinsale. Wow. Works for me. The film's hospital bombing scene required one of the largest outdoor sets ever built. Yeah, this scene of that morning and that hospital was incredible. I don't know if you guys remember it, but if you didn't, it's worth watching the movie just for that whole scene, right? Pearl Harbor. Correct. We got 7 more to go. World War II movies. Top 20 World War II movies in history. Number 7. This one opens with one of the most iconic monologues in film. This chronicles the career of a bold, brash U.S. general. It's based on real World War II diaries of General Omar Bradley, known for its epic tank battles and grand scope. This is based on the book by Omar Bradley. Are they his diaries? Excuse me. And yes. Stuart got it, just didn't spell it very good. Ramos got it as well. Yes, George C. Scott. George C. Scott won an Oscar, and famously, he refused his Oscar. That's when it was very trendy to refuse your Oscars back then. Wasn't he? In George C. Scott's case, was it that he was mad because he didn't get it for something else, and so he didn't accept it for this? Something? Or was that Brando? Marlon Brando refused his too. Patton's real-life complexity made him both revered and controversial, much like the film. Patton is correct. All right, number 6. Now this one's interesting. A dual perspective look at one day that changed history. So the title mimics a coded Japanese phrase. It shows both the strategic planning and the missteps. It's a rare co-production between American and Japanese studios. Yeah, very good, Stuart. Do you remember this? It was different. And certainly that angle, hasn't been told, that story. Known for technical accuracy and restrained drama. There you go. Yeah. I remember it is really good too. Tora. It made doing Pearl Harbor that much harder, right? Because there was such a good previous one, Tora. The film used real aircraft and practical effects. No CGI. No CGI. The film used real aircraft. I already said Tora. Those guys all look like they're about to hit the aircraft carrier or something. All right, top 5. Time for the top 5. Here we go. Coming in at number 5 from the year 2017 is when they made this movie. And this is told through land, sea, and air all at once. So yeah, there's some big shots that last a long time. They don't cut. Minimal dialogue, maximum tension. Hans Zimmer's ticking score mirrors a time bomb. Nolan's timeline tricks intensify the stakes. Yeah, Stuart knew that one fast. Yeah, that's pretty cool movie too. The coolest thing about Dunkirk is it's so different, the cinematography and everything, right? And it's all on that beach, and just different things happening on the beach. It's pretty cool. A visual spectacle of mass evacuation. Christopher Nolan insisted on practical effects using real boats and planes whenever possible. Well, that's good. That's right. All the people came from England to rescue. They sent their boats, right? The Naval Brigade. Citizens Brigade. All right, top 4. Number 4. From the year 1998. Now, once again, that opening beach landing changed cinema. Yeah, I remember it too. Gritty realism, mud, blood, and fear. A rescue mission turns into something deeper. Tom Hanks leads a squad searching for one man. Yeah. Story got it again, of course. I don't know about this picture, though. It's not the best picture. Definitely not the best picture. Directed by Spielberg, with harrowing intensity. Veterans reportedly had PTSD flashbacks when they went to screenings due to the visceral realism of the landing scene. Oh, man. Yeah. Saving Private Ryan. Of course. Of course, Stuart. All right, top three. So, a pretty interesting one in the third spot, but I did like this movie. It's got kind of a twist to it, right? Buongiorno is now an iconic film line. Buongiorno. A rewrite of World War II history. So it's an alternative history with a vengeance. Christoph Waltz's villain is chillingly charming. Yeah, the German bad guy is a baddie in this movie. From bar shootouts to flamethrowers, expect chaos. Yes, very good. You both got that one. Oh, yeah, this scene too. Oh my gosh. He had quite a crew, didn't he? Brad Pitt's done a bunch of World War II things. A Tarantino mashup of spaghetti western and war epic. And that's a great description of that movie, right? Spaghetti western meets war epic. The film's alternative history finale shocked audiences and critics alike. Yeah. It's the French lady that owned the theater, right? Yeah. Yeah. Bear Jew, yes. All right, top two. This next one's from 2014. A genius outcast with a ticking clock. A machine that would change the world. You guys telling jokes in the timeline here? Am I missing your jokes? I'm reading this close. Code breaking meets high drama. Benedict Cumberbatch plays Alan Turing. Correct. Of course. Of course you're correct. The Enigma machine's secrets held the key to the Allied victory. You are right. The movie's called The Imitation Game from 2014. Alan Turing's work laid the foundation for modern computing, though his legacy was tragically unrecognized in his lifetime. There you go. Imitation Game. Alex is still in the house. What you doing, Alex? Getting a little nap? Little cocktail? Can't believe we're still here, are you? Can you? All right, number one. Number one war movie. I think you already know. That motorcycle jump, legendary. Based on a daring real POW escape. It stars Steve McQueen, James Garner, and again, Charles Bronson, Mr. Death Wish. Tunnels named Tom, Dick, and Harry. I don't remember that. Do you guys remember that? The tunnels were named Tom, Dick, and Harry. Pretty funny. A classic mix of charm, suspense, and grit. A classic mix. Steve McQueen. There he is. Cool Hand Luke. Steve McQueen. Steve McQueen did most of his own stunts, including some of the motorcycle chase scenes. But I don't think he did the jump. I don't think he did the jump. I'm not sure, but I don't think he did. Anyway, it's called The Great Escape, 1963. And if you haven't seen this movie, you need to go back and see this movie. Alex, I'm talking to you. Promise. You guys haven't seen this. It's a great movie. Great movie. How they dug the tunnels, just amazing. Amazing, right? All right, Stuart. Well, was it as fun as you had hoped for? You did great. Dumb. Well, gentlemen, that brings us to the conclusion of another lap of Dave After Hours Trivia Club Live. Good game. Yes, I've seen many of them a few times, but some of them I haven't even seen, so I need to see some of those. Yeah, you could tell you knew your stuff there. No wonder you wanted to do that. Sorry you missed it. It would have been the same if you were here. You would have dominated. Yeah, if you haven't seen Great Escape, oh my gosh. Inglourious Bastards is certainly interesting. Anyway, they're all good. Guns of Navarone. Where Eagles Dare. Those are all goodies. Definitely. All right, guys. Well, there's no reason to hang out too long here, I don't think. We'll maybe one of these nights we'll put on some music and have a beer or something and chat more. But I think I'm done for the evening. So anyway, thank you again for all your time. Yeah, we had some fun. And I'm going to put on my outro and say goodnight.
The night wears heels, she struts alone. This bar's the place I call my home. I sip the swallow pride, pretend the moonlight lights by my side. Tell me, was it ever real, or just a song you used to feel? I still burn. I still ache. I still whisper your name when I break. In this velvet room where memories bloom, I still wait for a shadow to take